When you came in, of course, I'm sure you encountered this, right? Coming into a company it's been there for a long time, but you encountered like this lack of structure to really take it to this level that you're speaking about and having those pillars. So in terms of company culture, because it's a huge thing, especially when you're coming into a new place and trying to build something, because yes, you have the pillars, but then the labor and the people, really a team that forms part of this, it plays a huge, it plays a huge role. So what do you think is like the role of company culture, and what was your vision for this to really be able to create this ground to be able to build this up? So what do you think that the role of company culture in all of this?
This is a very important element, not only for Vida y Estilo, but also for the entire industry, because our and it is our main challenge today, no? Because from since I joined the company, 7, 8 restaurants to 29 and 2 hotels and one real estate. We used to be around 400 and now we're 2,000 employees, and we are continue growing our staff, our employees, with the new openings we're going to have in the following month, week. And why is key? Because it's very important to understand where you want to be and where are you now. Of course, we are trying to attract the best talent possible, but sometimes this make you a disruption with the existing people, the existing culture. So we are working hard, not only with our board of director, HR department, and key leaders, to understand it, to be flexible, to receive new talent, new people with new culture, and inject them our culture, our root, and our way to make things. So it's easy, but it's very hard because we are with 2,000 employees and increasing. It's hard to adapt the new talent, new millennials, new generation with a very strong root culture that we have. So we are doing different things in order to make this integration as better and effective possible, no?
And how would you describe that culture, like in the company?
Our culture is a very family culture, no? Because our co-founders started the business as friends in 1996. Then the other co-founders joined them in 1997. And since that, they have been working with friends and families. And that's the way that the company started. So very friendly and family. Them with a very strong Latin roots, because the co-founders are from Mexico and from Cuba. So those are two very strong elements of our culture. And number 3 is the passion for the excellence and also for the services and experience. Now we are very focused on that. Those are the 3 cultural elements strong that we want to transmit, because we want to be a very strong group in hospitality, but showing and representing all the cultures, international culture, basically Latin, and every single concept that we represent in our restaurants. For example, we are from Mexican, Cuban, Italian, Japanese, and American. So we want to make in all of them our Latin twist in the restaurant concept we represent.
And that's definitely a
And let me complete. Yes, let me complete the sentence. Of course, teamwork, respect, and excellence, as I mentioned before.
No, it's definitely a challenge. I've experienced it myself too, coming into when where we transitioned from I was part of an acquisition also, and then acquiring a new company, restaurant group, and then trying to integrate those two cultures was very difficult because it was different. And so we had these ideas, but then coming in to reinforce these new ones, it took a long time. And it's just repetition and just leading by example. That's what I found.
No, and also the change management is key in this process, no? Because you have a very successful background with the, imagine that we have a very strong leadership staff in our group that have been working for 10, 15, 20 years. in order to make them be flexible, because there are two things. We have two different things. One is to continue being successful as we have been doing till today, but also to adapt new practices, new vision. And sometimes the main issue is to the people that has been working in 15 years doing great job. It's hard for them to understand a new position or a new way to do things effectively.
Hmm.
So they are, maybe you have people that is more adapt to take risk, implementing
Hmm.
new things, and being open to new vision to make decision. So that
Hmm.
is the most difficult part, no? With when you
Yeah.
have a very strong leadership with more than 10, 15 years with the group.
Right.